Welcome to Eye on Madison. I'm your host, Laverne Murphy, and we have our very own executive producer and our village president, Sheila Chalmers-Curran, is also joining the show. Madam President, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show with me today.
Well, I'm excited to be here today. And as always, if I get an opportunity to talk to individuals in the community, I welcome that opportunity. And so I'm glad to be here today.
Great, and I'm happy as well because we have a very exciting show for today because we're talking about the possibility of Madison having a casino right here in the South Suburbs. So we're very excited to welcome on Rob Miller, who's the owner of South Suburban Development, as well as two wonderful ladies of Choctaw Nation. We have Janie Dillard, CEO of Choctaw Nation, as well as Heidi Grant, and she is the general manager of Choctaw Nation. So thank you all so much for coming on Eye on Madison today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much for doing this. So, Madam President, we're very excited, as you know, about the possibilities. How excited are you about the possibility of having a casino here in Madison?
We are extremely excited about the possibilities of it coming to this community that we love, and we just want to let everyone know how excited we are about making the village of Madison a destination for others outside of the village of Madison. I know we have wonderful people here and businesses and all there is to offer with our parks and our state-of-the-art community center and others amenities that we have. But we know that individuals, when they do come to the village of Madison, they will embrace everything that we already know. So again, we're just really excited about the possibilities to come. And I'm looking forward to it being a great opportunity for not only the village of Madison, but for the Southland as a whole.
Great. Yes, absolutely. And Rob, you are part of the mastermind behind the opportunity for a casino, and you have a very interesting background, and now being the owner of South Suburban Development. Can you please share with us a little bit more about your background and so forth?
Absolutely, Laverne, and it's great to be here. I was an Army officer, and when I found a civilian career afterward, I got involved in the gaming industry. And most of my work in the industry has been with Indian tribes, and in particular, working with people like Janie and Heidi in the Choctaw Nation. And I've seen just the tremendous economic power that one of these casinos can bring to a community, especially communities that have been underserved by economic development over the years. And so it's been an awesome opportunity to just see the employment and the growth and the good things that come to the community as a result of the economic power of a casino. And so we're just thrilled to have the opportunity to bring one to Madison.
Great. Thank you. Yes. And we're extremely excited as well. So Choctaw Nation, can you tell me, Heidi, can you please share? You have a very interesting background as well, from, the beginnings of having a small bingo hall until now growing it into an actual empire. Can you share with us or travel with us how that actually came about as of today?
We grew from a bingo hall many years ago, and we didn't have casino games at the time. We didn't have rules and regulations or policies and procedures at the time. But we figured it out, from the time we had 14 slot machines at the time from class 2. We fought hard to get our compact in and to get class 3 games in. And, we grew from bingo to 14 slot machines to 22 gaming operations. And we did that ourselves. We did that from growing a team and building a strong team and fighting with legislature to get the class 3 operations into what we have today. we promote from within and really bring that expertise and strong teamwork and team ethic across all of our operations. We believe in really fighting and growing, listening to our markets and listening to what our guests say and bringing that to the table for what they want. And that's really from bingo to what we have now is listening to our guests.
Great. And Rob, can you share a little bit about the project, the proposed casino project?
Sure. So the entire team at Choctaw and I spent a significant amount of time analyzing the market to try to understand what type of facility would be successful there. And success is measured in many ways. We measure it by the amount of tax revenue it'll produce. We measure it by the number of jobs it'll create, the economic opportunities it'll create for people all throughout the south suburbs and even into the Chicagoland region. So what we settled on was a casino in the first phase that'll be 1,552 gaming positions. So that's slot machines, table games in combination. We're also planning on an upscale 3-meal restaurant, which we think will be a real asset to the community, something that that part of the south suburbs where you guys are has been lacking for a while now in that area. The other thing that I like about our restaurant idea is that we're going to do a food hall. And instead of just bringing in national brands, we're working with minority-owned businesses in the Matheson and the South Suburban community to bring their restaurant outlets into that food court. So we'll have minority business partners throughout the content of the project. And we're very excited about that. Over time, we plan to build a hotel and an event center, which our plan is a 200-room hotel and an event center that I think will be another good asset for the community.
Great. And so when you talk about some of the amenities in which the casino will have, Rob, so what would you classify as it being unique? What is unique about this particular casino?
I think that what is going to make it unique is that we're going to tap into what's great about the south suburbs and what's great about Matheson and try to bring that to a wider audience. The restaurants in your town are amazing, right? You've got some really good, all locally owned and owned by minority business people. And so we're going to feature those restaurants in our place. And I think that's going to be really unique. We'll, have a slot machine in a casino gaming entertainment experience that the Choctaws deliver. That's really, and I'll let them talk about it, but there's really nothing like the gaming product that Janie and Heidi and their team put together. It's amazing. And I think everyone will love that aspect of the entertainment experience. One other thing that we're going to do, which I'm particularly excited about, is that part of the casino is going to be a multicultural history exhibit. Because, as you guys know, the area is full of fascinating history and sites on the Underground Railroad and the history of immigration into the United States. And I just think it's going to be and how the south suburbs have grown and what it's become today. And I think it's a fascinating story. And we're looking forward to telling that in an exhibit at the casino.
Wow, that will be very exciting, Rob. You have a lot of history buffs out there and they want to know, how did things originate, right? So just to give them a sample of that, that will be unique to the casino. And so when Rob talks about some of the things that Choctaw will bring, because I know your vision is based on faith, family, and culture. So how will you incorporate some of that philosophy here into this particular casino, Janie?
That's pretty easy to do. That's just that's what we build that's just what our foundation is built on. And it's hard to believe that and hard to imagine that in a casino environment. But our tribe is all about the faith of the Trail of Tears that brought them into Oklahoma. They built churches first before they did anything else. So faith is very important to our tribe in moving forward. I mean, we're all about faith. We pray before every meeting. We are just the focus is God. The focus is that's how we have. I feel like that's how our success has. That's how we've been so successful all these years, having God at that forefront. And I know it's hard to talk about that in a casino environment, but it isn't either, because faith is just something I think all of our foundation is based on. Family is all about our tribe. Our employees are our family. Our tribe is a family. We are a family. No difference than us in Matheson. We will be a family. I feel like this relationship we've built with Matheson just so far with the the individuals we've met. I mean, I've never felt so welcomed in my life into a community. It's a very welcoming, warm feeling. So family is just unique. It's what we're built on. Culture is our culture. We all have different cultures, but also Madison. I mean, our cultures are so unique also, and we can build on that. I know that's what we'll do. A lot of the designs of the building will be built on the culture of how we both have strived and built and become strong through everything we've been through all the various opportunities we've had. So, you know, I'm just so looking forward to this project. I'm looking forward to working with the city, the suburb of Madison, because the individuals I have met so far have been nothing but just open arms. Can't wait for us to be there. That's the communities you want to be engaged in. That's the way it was in the Durant community when we first come into this community. Our nation was already homed here. Our offices were all here. We bought 50 acres south of town. We started having a vision to what we were going to do. No one knew where that was going to go. No one knew that gaming would even still continue since from 1988 when we opened the first doors to where we are today. It has been commitment. It has been dedication. It has been accountability. It has been the support of the communities and our tribe behind us. And we have that support coming to Madison. And I am so excited. I'm excited. I can't wait. I hope this license is issued and we can just, we can get in there and, you know, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what we can do in the communities, what we can benefit and bring to the communities and help build strong individuals, help build foundations for families, and help develop leaders in the community to move on into where we start the foundation, but then they take over. And that's what it's all about.
Wow, Heidi,
Right.
not Heidi, I'm sorry, Janie, thank you so much for that. You know, that's why I wanted to have, you know, you guys on Ion Matheson, so individuals and residents can see, you know, who you are and who Matheson is
Yes.
partnering with. And
Yes.
it's great that you'll be infusing some of your philosophy and bringing them here to Matheson when you're operating the casino here. So thank you for sharing that. And
Absolutely.
Madam President, when Janie talks about benefits, you know, Matheson is going in an upward trajectory. And if we are able to land the casino, this could be a game changer for us. How do you
Yeah.
see this benefiting the village of Matheson residents, the South Suburban region?
Well, this is a benefit for not only the village of Matheson, but for the region as a whole. You know, some of the changes that have already taken place here in the village itself. We're moving forward and we're moving upward. And so to have the casino to be a part of this would be so great. I get so many individuals that are talking about, are we going to get that casino? Is it coming? And they're excited about it. Making and having the village itself be the host for the casino, oh, it's unbelievable. And you see the excitement of our partners that are talking about how excited they are to be a part of this. So I know we're looking at great benefits. I mean, you look at what we talk about in reference to what the possibilities of revenue. We don't know exactly how much revenue it will be obtained. We've had some estimates of over $1 million in revenue, and those could be used for things such as our fire department, increasing our capital projects. All of those things are on the table. We're excited about the benefits there. So everything is still unknown, but we're excited about the possibilities of what this could bring to the community and how everyone can benefit, not just the village itself, but all the surrounding communities. As you know, we've already received quite a few support letters from individuals all around, from Frankfurt to University Park and Country Club Hills and Park Forest, and to go on and on and on. All those individuals are extremely excited about what this could do to this community, how it could enrich our community as a whole. So that's where we're at right now. And we're looking at how quickly we can make this happen, because we know that this is the best place for it to be.
Yes. And having support is very vital in bringing a casino here. So it's good to know that you have, so many support letters from elected officials and from some of our businesses that believe
Yeah.
that Matheson is the spot for this casino.
Well, they
So we're
got good reason to believe that. When we look at the village itself, it's centrally located on Route 30 and Lincoln Highway with Cicero Avenue and I-57, and that's just some of the amenities. We have a strong community here, well-established community, and we look forward to the future. With a proposed casino in Chicago, this is the perfect distance from other competing locations. It's the best possible place to be, and we're just excited about the possibilities.
great. And so, Rob, when Madam President talks about, some of the revenue possible for the village of Matheson and surrounding communities, what type of revenue does a casino generally bring?
Well, I think when we talk about, everyone's heard the phrase location, location, location as the way to make any kind of commercial enterprise successful, and casinos are no different. So the location is critical in making, in determining the amount of revenue that the project is going to do. And like Madam President said, you're 30 minutes away from any competing casino there. So it's the least disruptive to any of the existing casinos of any potential site. There are 1.3 million people in the demographic in 30 minutes drive time of the site. Everyone in the Southland knows where the Lincoln Mall was. So that access from I-57 and Lincoln Highway, it just couldn't be a better site. And we think that that's going to translate into higher casino revenue, namely for the state. And in the end of the day, that's how we're measuring things here too, is how much the tax revenue impact will be for the community and for the state. And honestly, by our math, we think that's probably somewhere north of 40 million a year between state tax, local tax, positive economic or positive tax impacts for the all the jurisdictions that receive revenue from the casino.
Wow, that's huge. And again, can't say it enough. Having a casino here in Matheson will be a game changer for sure. And that revenue that's being brought in, of course, as Madam President has stated, would be shared with other community as well in order to help vitalize the South suburban area. So this can be absolutely a beautiful thing for the village of Matheson. And so Heidi, what type of, I know you spoke about it a little bit before when you talked about when Choctaw first landed in Durant and how you guys were able to build from a bingo hall into your empire now. What other type of economic impact have you seen for a community when a casino is located in a community?
For us specifically, and for any casino, it's job impact. There are wages and benefits. Durant specifically in any of our locations in any of our communities, it's a tremendous impact. For the one in Durant, we are a major employer for Durant in the surrounding communities. We employ in our area over 4,500 people at this location. So we have a tremendous impact on the Durant and the surrounding areas in Southeast Oklahoma. Tourism is a major draw for us here because of the amenities and everything that we have to offer at this location as well. All the money that we have, and I know that we've talked about this before in some of our other discussions, goes back into our tribe. So that affects everything that we're able to provide for our tribal members. So that goes back not just to the tribe, but for our communities as well in education programs and infrastructure programs that are not directly affected toward the tribe, but for our communities. So we do a lot of community improvement projects for our infrastructure, for our roads, for churches, for a lot of other community growth projects as well. So I could go on and on and on and on, but we do a lot to give back for our communities. But for, right off the bat, it's salaries and wages that we provide for our areas, infrastructure, education is a huge focus for us as well. And just overall community and tourism, because when we draw people back to this location, it doesn't just directly affect the casino. We're looking at hospitality for the surrounding areas, and not even just here in Durant. We bring people back to stay in Texas as well. There are restaurants that benefit from us. There are other activities that are supported by us as well that are not just here in the in our casino location. So we are thriving the communities as we grow our casino as well.
Right, absolutely. And speaking of that, Madam President, you know, Matheson is built for tourism, right?
It is.
So
Yes, it is.
why are we considered this hidden jewel? You know, because we are built for tourism.
We are the perfect location. We are looking forward to that because if you remember, and many of us remember the Lincoln Mall, and this here, having this casino being a part of what we're calling the Market Square Crossing, could be the phoenix to emerge from what used to be and creating those new memories and that new form of destination. So that's one of the things. Anyone that knows about this village, they know the people, they know what we have to offer, and they know how much we will work to make it work for tourism and to bring individuals back here. We want this to be something that is an opportunity for the future, for other generations. We want our children to want to return back to Matheson and come here for the fun that we know it provides. We want them to come back here, and we want others to know what we have to offer. So I know, but I'm biased, that this is the jewel of the Southland. This is where Lincoln Mall used to be, and I know we're going to bring new memories and new excitement as we move forward. So definitely, you know, where goes the village of Matheson is where goes the Southland, and I believe that.
Right, absolutely. And the key point is the former Lincoln Mall area.
Yeah.
You ask any South Suburbanite, you know, if they have memories attached to Lincoln Mall, we could build this 10 times over.
You know it.
because
I've
of the-
heard it 1,000 times. People say they have so many
Yes.
memories of Lincoln Mall. I know you know, raised my children and took them to Lincoln Mall, and I hope that they could be a part of the excitement that is growing around this casino and what will happen as we move forward. So I'm focused on the future and built on what will be our next chapter, and it looks bright and promising, and I'm excited about that.
Yes, absolutely. And we've always been a pioneer. And Lincoln
Yes.
Mall was one. And now talk about the next chapter. Because
Yes.
Rob, you just didn't pick this location just because, you know, you could have chose any
Quite a
location
few.
for that matter. But you know,
is
you
true.
did your homework behind there. And so why Matheson? Why that particular location intrigues you the most?
Well, I think the thing is that we looked at other locations. But when you look at a location that's right there at Route 30 and Lincoln Highway, and I mean, Route 30 is Lincoln Highway with Cicero Avenue and I-57, what better location? I mean, what better central location than right there at the Lincoln Mall, old Lincoln Mall area? People know where it's at. They know how easily accessible it is. And it's a perfect place. I mean, I tell people when I talk about the idea of where this would be, and they said, that's perfect. It is right in the right spot, and we're doing this at the right time and the right place. So it's just a perfect location, and I'm just excited to be a part of it.
Right. And Rob, what homework did you use in this particular location?
Well, we do a significant amount of research in terms of the economics of the particular area, anywhere we locate a property. So that's, you know, what's the population within the region? How quick is that site to get to from those population centers? And then what are the immediate incomes of those population centers?
Mhm.
And so yet another reason why Matheson is a phenomenal location for a casino. Like, as we said before, and as Madam President said, that, you know, everyone knows where that site is. So we already know that it's a well-known place, and so getting people from that area to be able to come there is very easy. So we think that the combination of the good location, the great demographics, you know, the size of the population in that immediate area are going to make this a very successful site.
Great. And so what do you say to residents who think that there's going to be more traffic now that if a casino were to locate there? What would you say to those residents?
In our experience, and based on the judgment that Tammy Heidi, Janie, and their entire team have put to this, we actually think that there'll be less traffic for the casino than there was for the Lincoln Mall. And if you think about that, there's fewer parking spaces that we're going to have for around the casino than what was around the mall to begin with. And that, that the people tend to stay at the casino for a longer period of time than they necessarily stayed at an indoor shopping mall. So, we think the combination of those two factors probably mean that there'll actually be less traffic than what people experienced back in the heyday of the mall.
Yeah, I agree.
That's good to know. Yes. Thank you for that information, Rob. Thank you. So, Heidi, you guys have run a very stellar casino there. And so you are ranked among the top 10 in the country. Would that be correct?
I would
For the
say
most part?
the top.
Yes, the top. The top. Absolutely. I love it. I love the way you structure that. Absolutely. And so how would you compare as far as your casino operation to Las Vegas? Are you comparable? Are you larger? What would be the comparison?
We are comparable, and if we're going by square footage or the number of slots or anything from a measurement standpoint from that state, we are larger. We have more slot machines, maybe not as many hotel rooms, but we do have more square footage than probably any Las Vegas casino. Amenity wise, I would compare us to anything on the Strip, anywhere in Las Vegas, hands down. We have an excellent facility, and I would hold any of our casinos to anything in Las Vegas. We range from an amenity package from any of all of our portfolio. I would absolutely compare us and hold a candle. Las Vegas doesn't hold a candle to us. We have,
I love it.
We have beautiful facilities. Durant is our mecca, is our mega casino. But in our portfolio, we have everything that Las Vegas does, but we're better. We have pools, we have spas, we have theaters, we have bowling alleys, we have restaurants, you name it, it's here. And we're right here in the center of America. And you don't have to go to Las Vegas to get what you want in a family destination. And, Las Vegas isn't necessarily a family destination. So I don't even think Las Vegas compares to us. So, yes. and we are,
I agree.
We have guest service that puts us over the top. So I think that's one thing that they don't compare to us on. So I think, Las Vegas maybe needs to start comparing themselves to us.
Wow, sounds like a nice vacation spot for the next
Absolutely.
time. Maybe one of our residents, you will intrigue them where they'll go take a vacation there, because it sounds beautiful. Down. And the president and our village administrator had the, liberty to go out there and visit you guys. And so I know they just,
it was extremely excited. We were extremely excited to be there. It was wonderful. I was overwhelmed with how beautiful the facility was there and just how well ran it was. So we know that if something like that comes to the village of Matheson, it will truly be embraced and people will be extremely happy with it, because we went out there, we saw what you had there, we loved it, we wanted it here in the village itself. So yes, you do a great job,
Thank
job
you.
out there, very much so. Sorry, Laverne, I just want to tell how much
I'm happy. I'm happy you expound on that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I just really wanted individuals to know that we did go out and visit and made a decision right then that this was the right casino for the village of Matheson with the right people. And I'm glad we went out there. I'm glad that Choctaw was such a gracious host. And now we look forward to them making this their home, another home. So
thank you, Madam President.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it, definitely.
And it's great to hear, all of this amount of experience that you all have, running a casino, resorts and hotels and things of that nature. And that's what makes, this particular project unique, because you're just not getting a casino, but you're getting, as Rob would say, and we've touched on to this, an urban renewal project. You're getting a whole entire project in addition to the casino because of Market Square Crossing, in which is where the actual casino will be located. And so among the casino, you have other entities that, you know, make up Market Square Crossing, where there will be small shops, restaurants, sporting events, entertainment, as well as, you know, some other things for individuals to enjoy, open space for gathering. So it really makes this a unique, where you can, you know, duplicate some of your philosophy, and some of things that you do there can bring to Matheson as well, and really make this a fabulous project. And so Rob, what is the time frame looking like? So if Matheson was awarded the casino license, what does that time frame look like? How long will something like this take to open up in Matheson?
So the gaming board, under the law passed by the legislature, has until October 28th of this year to make a decision. And, you know, by all respects, we believe that they're on schedule. They've been asking us a lot of questions and have been digging in very deeply into our application, asking lots and lots of great questions. So they have until October 28th to make a decision. We'll start moving right away once that happens. Our job then will be to get a casino open as soon as possible, along with a sports betting entertainment option, and just move quickly. So we think that, you know, with a good construction schedule, that a casino could be open around the first quarter of 2022.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's very quickly, very quickly. And you know, Rob, one of the things we didn't touch on with your project, you know, there will be involvement with a lot of MBEs on this particular project. Can you speak a little bit to what you've done so far? We've talked about the food court and actually using, you know, local businesses here as well. Can you speak a little bit about, you know, your efforts towards the MBEs?
Yeah, I'm excited about this probably more than anything else in this project. I mean, I love working with all of you guys, but the impact of this project on the minority business community in the entire Southland, heck, the entire Chicagoland region, is going to be something that's completely unprecedented. First thing that makes me so excited is there's 10 of us that are investors in South Suburban Development. 8 of those investors are African Americans. Most of them are women. The other thing that is exciting is to work with the Choctaw team, because of course, I think they're the only all female led gaming leadership team in the country. I mean, there just isn't anybody like them. It's amazing that, you know, this group of just incredibly strong, smart women has built this huge enterprise, and I'm, you know, so proud to be associated with them. So that's exciting too. You know, Matheson, we've talked about what a great community it is. And I was just down there on Friday, and every people stop me like, when are you going to build the casino? I can't wait for this to come. It's such a great thing. So like we said, we're going to have minority business enterprise partners inside our food hall. There's 2 other enterprises that we're teaming up with and kind of coordinating with that are building separate projects as a part of this urban renewal project, but they're building them and they'll be coordinated with the casino. One of which is a family entertainment center, which we're really excited about. It's it's called Cinegrill, and it's owned by an African-American woman who's done this before. She's building another one in the South Shore neighborhood right now. It's going to have indoor bowling. It's going to have a dine-in movie theater and an arcade. And boy, don't we all just want to go back to doing something like that again, you know? So I'm excited about that. And then we're partnering up with a team of investors and entrepreneurs in the South Suburban area who are building an indoor golf simulator. So it's going to be a golf suites. It's called Precision Golf Suites. And they're going to have a number of these individual golf simulators that you can go and bring your friends and just, you know, play golf with each other on a simulator, play any course you want in the whole wide world. Plus they're going to have a really interesting and fun sports bar and lounge and kind of restaurant thing associated with that, all entirely MBE owned. And I think it's going to be a really cool thing. So those will be other parts of this urban renewal project that'll be, you know, really amenities that go along with the project. We're planning to hire, and we've interviewed now a number of general contractors. Our plan is to hire an African-American led general contracting firm. We've also tasked those contractors with a task to say, look, we want 100% MBE content in our contracts if at all possible. So they have to come back to us to say, sorry, we couldn't do it for this one reason. So the standard will be that the subcontractors in the project will have to be MBEs. And so, you know, just trying to add as much MBE content as we can. But I just think, you know, above all, it's just such a privilege to be in the community, but a privilege to work with my my other co-investors who are business people from the
Yeah.
South Suburban community. They're from Chicagoland area. They're all smart people who've run successful businesses themselves and are investors. They're investing their own capital in this alongside me. And it's just a real thrill and super exciting.
Great.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing that information. How about it, Madam President?
Hey, that is great. I mean, we are all so excited, and when others hear how excited we are, I think they'll get as excited too. So we're looking forward to making sure that everyone that we know about and knows that this casino is a great possibility would go on our website and make sure that they go in there and tell their story about how excited they are about having this come to the village of Manteson. So I can't say enough. I think Rob has said all that could be said about how excited we are and how we've been working as good partners and want to continue to do that. A little bit of what wasn't said is that the village of Manteson itself could use the revenue that this would generate. This would fund capital projects for other associated costs associated with running a municipality. And we are looking forward to not only that, but the great partnership and the entertainment it will bring to the Southland itself. Many mayors are calling me and they're saying, how are things going? What do you need from me? How can I help you to move this forward? And so we're telling them to stand still, but keep telling their residents about the possibility of it coming here to Manson. So I'm just excited. And I just want everyone else to get as excited as I am about how this is going.
Absolutely, Madam President, and you said it best. And so again, if you want to support the casino and wondering what you can do, please go to our village website and sign the electronic petition, just saying that you do support the casino right here in the village of Manteson. I do want to thank Rob, Heidi, Janie, and of course our very own Madam President for coming on Eom Manteson today. You all shared a lot of information in which I think the residents will enjoy and got to know who you are and who are the partners that are partnering with the village of Manteson, which is so fun. So thank you all for coming on.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you guys real soon.
Yeah, you too.
Yes.
Madam President. Bye-bye.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
Well, thanks everyone for joining Eom Manteson. Again, I'm your host, Laverne Murphy, our executive producer, none other than our village president, Sheila Chalmers-Kern. Please stay tuned, stay informed, get involved. Thank you for joining us.